Yo, what is up, everyone? Hope all is going well for you. Welcome back to Get Jacked. Now, today we're continuing off here in Runescape Dragonwild. I've been actually really enjoying this game. It's got a lot going on, and there is a lot that I want to do today. So, we kind of got our first vault finished last time, and got the first lodestone, so we can kind of start setting up teleporters around the map. I think that's going to be really important because it's a pretty big map, and there's a lot of different zones and stuff that we're going to have to get stuff from. So I do want to hit up that second vault today for sure, so that we can get some more of those stones. And I really want to focus a ton on the building. That's what I want to focus on a lot, because I'm not trying to rush through all of the story, the main quest, that kind of stuff. We can always get to that. I want to play around with that building system and see kind of how everything works and how we can set up a pretty awesome base. They have only the first dragon in this early access, so I think they planned on having like 5 or something, so the game is going to get a lot bigger. But right now, I'm just kind of exploring the area around. We're going to hit up this vault, but I want to get into that building first. Alright, so this is the first cool thing with the building system. I'm going to start kind of expanding our base. Obviously, it's just our like little starter base. But it's the Eye of the Oculus, and this is a spell that you can cast once you've leveled up your construction a little bit. And it kind of lets you build in like creative mode, which is really cool. And it makes it really nice to just not have to run your character around and build stuff. So I'm going to start playing around with some of this and expand. Alright, so we're just making a little outside area here. I think I'm going to put this on pillars. We're going to do a ceiling above it. And this, we can put all of our like crafting stuff outside of. I'm going to expand that main center part of the house. And we'll have like a second level above all this. But you got to have stuff outside, like crafting stuff outside. I don't want to just put it on the ground. That's lazy. I'm going to build this so that we can put these all outside on our little platform here. Alright, so this is interesting. I guess we're being invaded. Our base is being attacked by goblins. This is the first time I've seen this, and of course it's like when I'm halfway through destroying and rebuilding the base, which is perfect. I guess they can't like hurt anything, but that's gonna be something I'm gonna have to keep in mind. Don't sit AFK in your base with like the doors closed, because this could happen and you're gonna have everything destroyed. Luckily they didn't do anything. I'm just gonna lure them away and get rid of these guys so I can keep building. Alright, so the first goblin invasion, we were fine. The second one, they took out a couple foundations. Luckily that was it. And a couple stairs. I was upstairs building and they rushed in really quick, so you definitely got to react to that. I think leaving the doors open is probably the way to go, because if they do come in, they don't really just start attacking structures. Let me get this bed down. This one, I think just one of the goblins was attacking this foundation because he got stuck in here when I was luring all the other ones out. So I think leaving the doors open is a good call, because then they won't just like start breaking down stuff if they have a clear path to you. So we've got our outside deck here. Just been working on getting foundational support for all the ceilings up top. I'm going to pop all these out. Let's get rid of this guy, because I feel like he's going to get mad and start attacking stuff. So we'll put our exterior crafting stuff out here. I got to replace the other crafting stuff because I moved everything around. And I'm going to work on getting ceilings up here, so that we'll put like our second level like up here. We'll do kind of like our bed and, I don't know, all of our chests. Still figuring out as we go, but I have to keep taking breaks to go chop more logs, so more logs it is, but at least we're leveling our wood cutting. Alright, so this is what we're working with. I'm really liking the start of this. I think this is where we're gonna kind of stop until we get our next wood cutting axe, because cutting down all the logs for this is quite a tedious process. We've got our cooking stuff over here, obviously all of our interior crafting stuff there, and then our rune crafting altar out here. It's interesting how certain things need to be enclosed and certain things need to be outside. So you definitely gotta have an interior and exterior place for everything. I put chests kind of next to everything so we can stay nice and organized. I hate just having chests everywhere and not knowing where anything is, so I kind of organize this all in a way where it's right next to the crafting station that it needs. So I've got this area up here that we're going to work on next, and we'll put our bed and chests and stuff like that up here as well. So alright, so now that we got the base all set up the way that we like it, it's time to start exploring and kind of checking out some new areas, because we got to get some better resources and start upgrading our stuff here. I made some of the antler infusions, and they actually increase your stamina while running, so that's definitely going to help us get around. I was hoping it was like a speed thing, like you actually ran faster so that you could get to places quicker, but it's a stam thing, and it still helps, so we're going to get out and start exploring. Dude, these shield guys are annoying. It takes like a full stam bar just to break the shield, and then you gotta kill them as well. But I made it up to the first castle that we're supposed to go to for the Dragon Slayer questline. Just see if there's any chests or anything around here. I was able to get a couple chests and stuff like that out there, so we got some more crafting recipes and things like that. I'm just gonna make sure everything's cleared out before we go up there. I don't know if we're gonna have to fight like a boss or something here, or what's going on. I definitely wanted to follow the quest line just a little bit so that we can get to the next area. I think that's kind of where this is leading us, and then we'll go hit up the second vault in the beginning zone. I want to clear out everything like as we go, so we don't have to go backwards. The ward stones are what are whatever the stones are that increase your shield capacity are definitely useful here. Hey, what's up, man? Another freaking shield guy. See, it's like a whole stam bar just to take out the damn shield. Alright, get rid of him. Oh, looks like we have one of those chopping things here. Get this out the way. It doesn't seem like the chests have that good of stuff, and it seems like all the blueprints are like cosmetic. Yeah, I've already got that one. It says cannot consume when you already have it, so that's how you know that you don't need it. Alright, I'm gonna skip over that. Are we actually gonna have to fight the dragon right now? I'm gonna have to get that one. Also, this bow, it doesn't have an auto attack. It's just a kick. So I guess different bows have different like abilities to them, because that's not taking any damage. Oh, that's perfect. Let's just hide in here. Maybe that's good. But yeah, the starter bow had an auto attack. You saw in the first video where you can just like shoot constantly. This one is just a kick, and you can only pull back your bow. Oh dang, I hit that poison. I think that's it. Can't consume that one. Get rid of that. But yeah, it would be cool if there were some more weapon blueprints or cosmetics for your like actual character armor or something, but it seems like it's all like building cosmetics, like barrels and kegs and stuff like that. Alright, so we have progressed the quest. I guess that's it. I thought we were gonna have to fight like a boss or something here, but I guess it was just seeing the dragon for the first time, besides him flying over you and shooting poison. Now I wonder if they're gonna be like the other dragons are gonna be like different types, like fire, water, whatever, because this one's poison. So now we have to go to the swamp. Okay, that's good. So that leads us to like our next area. Hopefully we can get some new resources and stuff like that to start working with. Alright, so we got some herbs now. Nice. Hopefully we can start making some potions. Preferably health potions would be really nice, because you take a lot of damage playing solo. And that shield, that 25 damage for the shield is not much. It's like one hit? It's kind of crazy. All right, we got clay over here too, so let's see what this gives us. Oh my, sorry, my dog is snoring behind me. Jesus. All right, so we got pottery wheel, kiln, and brewing cauldron. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna be able to start making some potions. Maybe this is like the area where you get all the stuff for that. Am I not hitting this one? Okay, I guess I can't get that one. So let's get as many of these herbs and stuff as we can. And I've got that stuff for the lodestone, so we're going to build a lodestone over here so that we can just easily fast travel back, because it is quite a run from the base, and I do not want to be making that run constantly. Alright, I'm going to start seeing where we want to put this. Okay, so I found this gate over here, and it looks like this is kind of like the entrance to maybe the next zone as well. So I'm going to put this lodestone right here so that we kind of have access between the two. And now we can fast travel back and forth. But I don't want to get too far into this area. I'm going to farm some more clay because we're definitely going to need that. And then we'll head back and we're going to hit up that vault. I don't want to get too far where we don't hit up that vault in the starter zone. So we'll go clear that out so we get some more lodestones. Okay, so I had to see what was on the other side of the gate. I do want to go back and do that other one, but we got some new enemies here. Oh my god. I do not do enough damage to these. Yeah, we're going to need some better weapons or something. I hate... Okay, one thing that sucks is the activation time on the ward stones and the health pots that I've gotten too. It's like you have that activation time where you're not moving, and it makes it really easy for stuff to hit you. I wish it was just like an instant cast or something. Yeah, I'm gonna take this guy out, and we are gonna not go too much further into this area because I don't think I'm prepared for this. Look how much damage he just did to me. Okay, so that was quite a battle. Jesus, he did so much damage to me. And I did like nothing to them, so we're gonna have to find a way to make some better weapons here. Maybe we should just check out this area a little bit further and see if there's something that... I don't want to get too far away from our lodestone here, because if I die, it's going to be really annoying to get back. And I feel like 2 enemies at once here is going to freaking destroy me. Okay, so we got sandstone here. See what this gives us. A barrel of sandstone. That's it? Okay, so that's probably not useful. This is the pottery wheel we just unlocked. That kiln. Brewing cauldron. Dude, we gotta go set up some more stuff around the base. Looks like we were smart in making so much space, because there's a lot of stuff. And that's just a decoration. A barrel of sandstone. Oh, get us a couple onions. Alright, we should be able to make some better food and stuff with that then. Which you go through at a ridiculous rate. Like, holy crap. How do you need to eat so much in these games? Wait for the cooldown. And we've got tin here. Which means, what, we're gonna have to get copper now too? Oh, I'm full. What can we drop here? Yeah, just drop the meat. Alright, and we unlock furnace with that. Yeah, so going by normal RuneScape standards, we're gonna have to find us some... Oh, the dragon. Please don't see me. Okay, I think we're good. Yeah, going by normal RuneScape standards, I think we're gonna have to find some copper now to smelt with that. Oh, we just got a new spell. Detect ore and clay. Oh, that is really nice. So this should show us where in the area these resources are, so we don't have to just wander around aimlessly. Let's see. Where is this at? Oh, my spell bar is finally full. How do I switch them out? Oh, P. Oh, see, I thought, okay. I thought once we filled that up, that was like all the spells we were going to be able to do. But we're actually going to be able to decide on which ones we want. I wish there was a hotkey. Is there a hotkey for the spells? Like, I wish you could put them on hotkeys at some point where I don't have to pull up the menu every time. So this leads me... Oh, okay, that's cool. So it highlights it. That is really nice. Alright, we got to get as much of this as we can. I've been trying to avoid as many of the enemies over here as possible because they are really strong. And we should be able to make more or better weapons and stuff here in a sec. Alright, so I'll get as much of this as we can, and then we'll head back and see what we can craft with all this. Yes, finally found some copper. Alright, now that we got some copper, we are getting pretty full on stuff here, so I'm gonna have to head back, and it's getting dark too, which is not a time that I want to be out here. Alright, so we're making charcoal. I built the kiln, and now we got a new resource. Don't know what we need to use the charcoal for, but you know what we should try? We unlocked this, superheat. I think we can use it on this. It is really cool how they integrated all the different spells into this. Oh, that makes a huge difference. That is really nice. Yeah, the magic is awesome. I did have to do that with the ceiling because it needs to be technically outdoors, and I guess this doesn't count, so you can't have a ceiling over it no matter how high it is. So let's make our furnace. Oh, that's what we need the charcoal for. Perfect. Stone, clay, charcoal. Okay. We're going to have to take out more ceiling tiles. I'll figure out a better way. Maybe we'll just make a deck off of this deck so that we don't have to do that with the ceiling. But for now, I don't feel like rebuilding it all. I'm just too excited to build all this stuff. I don't want to rebuild the base again. Wait, what am I missing here? Oh, I need... Oh, so you need these shards to build some of the stuff. So I was wondering what we were going to end up using those for. Let's get that perfectly aligned. Awesome. And I'm going to have to take out that ceiling now because I'm assuming, yep, it must not have a roof. Take this out, and I've been just using the, what are they called? Beams to kind of make it not look stupid. For now. We'll figure out a better way of doing this, but for now, that's what we're working with, okay? Alright, so we can put our tin here. Copper as well. Alright, let's get this thing rolling. Wait. I can't use logs with it? Oh, I bet you we're gonna need... We probably need charcoal, huh? Oh, by the way, I also did, when I was coming back to the swamp, I found swamp tar as well. So I'm not sure what we're going to be using that for. But that was another resource in the swamp that I picked up along the way. Alright, so it was charcoal that we needed to run the furnace. So that's a good thing to know. And now that we got some bronze bars, we can make our... I also got sawmill unlocked with that. And a tanner's kit. Improves tanning. Alright, so let's get the stuff here and we can build our blacksmith thing. So this is probably what we're going to be able to make our weapons and stuff with. I would definitely like a new weapon. Okay, I felt like I was getting a little too carried away with getting into all that crafting and stuff. We got to finish this first zone vault. So this is where we're at. We can get some more of the vault stones and stuff like that here. And then we'll start working on getting new weapons and things like that. But I don't want to move into that next zone. That's kind of how I play games. Like, I have to complete everything, like, along the way. I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves here. And I felt like we're going to have to farm a lot of copper and tin to be able to get some new armor and weapons and stuff. So we're just going to complete this, find our way through here, and see what we get out of this vault. How do you guys feel about the game so far? I mean, I've been having a good time. There's a lot to do, and that's why I'm trying not to rush through it, because I'm just enjoying everything along the way. It's been a while since a good crafting survival game has come out, so kind of reminds me of, I don't know, almost along the lines of like Conan, but multiplayer would be really cool in this. I hope that once they get like the full world fleshed out and all that, that they can make like open online servers and stuff like that where people can play together. I know you can do like co-op, obviously, but 4-person co-op is a lot different than an open world where everybody's building and doing stuff. It would be really cool. And with how big this map is already, with just the one dragon to fight, if they're going to add 5 dragons, I feel like it's going to be a huge, huge world, which I'm super excited for. Alright, we'll just make our way through here. None of these crafting or these consumable things are very good. I mean, I already have like all of them. So we'll just make our way to the boss here. Alright, got our first chamber with the vault core. Oh, vault core is what do I keep calling them? Vault stones? Vault core, I gotta remember that. Oh, looks like in this one we've got some places that are blocked by stone boulders as well. So just a heads up on that. Those can be broken with... Oh. Hello. How is he damaged? Okay, there's a chest in this one. How is he damaged already? That's weird. Oh, maybe did I hit him with like the stone breaking thing? That's weird. Alright, so our second vault core here. I'm not gonna deal with trying to fight that guy around the spike, so I'm just gonna cheese him a little bit. It's kind of weird that he's not moving. Maybe because all the spikes around him, he won't walk forward. But at least it makes it easy for me. I know I'm not using ranged armor or anything like that, but I don't know. I'm not gonna use the range unless an opportunity like that presents itself, because I mean, what's the point? They don't have the skill in the game. Like, the stamina drain on the bow is just terrible. Like, you can get like 3 or 4 shots before you have to wait for your stamina to regenerate. And that's what kind of like the leveling up process of it is gonna change, I believe. Because with the attack levels, your stamina cost of using the attack goes down. And I feel like that's probably what range and magic are going to get as well. So I really don't see a point in using range yet. Alright, let's get this lever. Alright, I think that was the last lever. And we should be fighting the boss now. I gotta be really careful here. I really don't want to run all the way back here if we die. Load up on this. I only have 1 more of that, so we're gonna have to be really careful here. Stock up on everything. We'll put these health potions up here just in case. I've been trying to save them, but I am not trying to run all the way back here. See if we can get a couple shots on them first. Alright, come on, come on. Oh, this is a range one. Shoot. The jumping in this game. That's something they definitely gotta fix. Okay, let's see if we can kite them somewhere around here. Yeah, the jumping, they need like a vault or something like that, because you just can't jump over anything. Where can we fight this guy where he's not going to continuously hit us? We just used our last stone. Let's get these rats out of the way. Alright, this is not a good start. Oh my gosh, I'm out of rune. Sorry, it's gonna be dark. I'm out of runes for the torch thing. Maybe this rock is gonna be where we kite him around. He's gonna keep trying to get his distance. We just gotta watch out for this spike. Oh shoot. Just as I'm saying it. Okay, he's going down pretty quick. I gotta time that out better too. Oh, that happened last time too. You gotta level up right there. I thought I killed him. Alright, we're good. We're good. No deaths. That's awesome. So is it just a vault core that we're gonna get here? Come on, give me something good here. A green wall torch. Okay. So we're definitely doing these dungeons for the vault cores for sure, because a green, I mean, that's cool. A green wall torch, but all that work, give me like a weapon blueprint or something, you know? Alright, let's get out of here. Alright, so we got all the stuff for our blacksmith. And now, oh, come on. Now this one needs roof coverage? Why does it need roof coverage? Alright, well, we gotta destroy this and I guess build this one inside. It's so weird, like, why would you need that? I guess maybe they don't want you just placing it, like, out in the world, like, as you're going. They want you to actually have it in your base, but I don't see why that's a big deal anyway. Oh, please don't start shooting poison at me, dude. Alright, so we can make bronze pickaxe, so bronze tools. We're gonna need a lot of the bars. It takes a lot of materials for bars. I've just got everything crafted in here. Our leather, coarse thread. Alright, so the first thing I'm definitely trying to get is a better axe, because this other axe sucks. It's really slow. And with this, we can cut oak logs as well. I don't know what we use oak logs for, but it said that we need the oak logs for a pickaxe. So we definitely need to get it for that. And I can finally take out this damn tree that's right inside of my build. It was nice that I was still able to build around it without it, like, blocking me. But that is nice to get out of the way. And our first oak logs. Alright, and with those oak logs, we now have our bronze pickaxe. So we can just get rid of this one. We will not need that again. That'll make it a lot easier to farm all the bronze that we're going to need, because we need a ton to make the armor and weapon that we're going to want. So I'm just going to get all this put away, and we are going out farming bronze, or copper and tin. You know what I mean. Alright, so I've definitely overextended myself here. We are now in the next zone where evidently lightning is constantly striking, which is insanely annoying, but look at this. Iron. We're going to skip right past bronze and get into iron. I'm just going to grab that. I'm not going to make our way through this area. I do need to kill these sheep so that I can get their stuff. Oh, and some rams. Yeah, this is level 3 stuff, and we're using tier 1 armor and weapons, so we definitely do not want to make our way up here quite yet. But at least we got some iron to use for when we need. I'm not sure when we're going to need that. Oh no. See, this is what I'm talking about with the jumping. What is this? Alright, let's get out of this area. Alright, so I've just been comparing this stuff. The block with the shield is 33. With the great sword, it's pretty much the same as what that shield was. So I think we're going to go with the two-handed one, because I don't like sitting there and blocking all that much anyway. feel like DPS is the best way to go with that. So we're going great sword instead of regular sword and shield. We'll just not use that. Because the block on this is as good as that shield was, and I don't know. Oh, we need hard leather, and we need wool thread for this. So hard leather. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make hard leather, because I'm not sure, honestly. Oh, maybe we need that. We probably need the tanning upgrade. Alright, we're gonna have to play around here and get that going. I'll just get these running, and at least we got a bronze greatsword. Moving up, moving up. Alright, so now that we got our next weapon, I am moving on to the next part of the quest. So this is the vault in the swamp. And that's kind of where it took us after the Dragon Slayer quest, like the next step in it after we searched that castle. So we're going to find out what we got going on over here. The sword is really nice because, again, playing solo makes things a little bit more difficult. And the sword has a big cleave on it, so you can actually flinch and hit like a lot of enemies at one time, like everything around you. So that's actually really helpful. Looks like it's insanely heavy. I mean, it is it's a massive sword right here. They're not messing around when they say this is a two-handed weapon. So I'm going to make my way through this vault. We'll see what we get out of this, and I'm not going to put you through me trying to find my way through all this. Alright, second vault core here. And they are insanely heavy. Let's get our potions up. Wait, is this something? Oh, this is something. A new craft anti-dragon shield. Cool. Alright, so we've made it to the end of the dungeon, I think. This is what we need for the quest, talking to Spitfoot here. Alright, and we have progressed Dragon Slayer. We've got a recipe for a anti-dragon shield, which is cool. And let's see what we got going on for the boss here. And then we gotta go talk to the wise old man, I guess, to keep progressing this further. Is there anything in here? Oh. Is there a boss in this dungeon? Oh, okay. There we go. The Rat King. Oh my god. This is so much easier than the other vaults. Well, that was easy. Okay. I expected this one to be a lot more difficult than the other vaults, considering it's part of the quest line. Alright, let's get this vault stone and get back to base. Alright, so on my way back from the vault, I found this spot, like, right here. We got, like, a little cave over here. So we're gonna see what's going on here, even though I am, like, full of inventory already. This is cool. We have just like little cavern. It's cool that they have like all these like little areas that you can just find. They're not marked on the map. We got somebody up there. And that mushroom just unlocked a bunch of crafting stuff for us too. Oh, that is an enemy. Oh shoot, he poisoned me. That's okay, we got health potions. We're good, we're good. Oh, and we just unlocked a quest. That's cool. Alright, so now we gotta go talk to Zanuck. What do we got here? Of course, something I already have. Alright, well, that is the first, like, side quest that I've unlocked. So that's pretty awesome that you can get more quests. Sorry, my wife's yelling at the dog. Our hound is a little shit. It's like 12 years old and she still is just as annoying as when she was a puppy. Alright, I'm gonna get more mushrooms and get back to base. Oh, so we got a blueprint for a cape, actually. We must have got that in the last vault? I didn't realize that we got that. Okay, so that's cool. That one actually gives us defensive bonuses. The cape we have on now gives us absolutely nothing. So let's craft that up. And I think that's where we're going to stop for today, guys. We got a ton done. We got a couple vaults done. Got the base all set up, which I already have to expand because there's so many more crafting things that we have to set up. Whetstone, for instance. I don't know what that does, but we'll figure that out. But yeah, that's where we're going to stop for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Appreciate you sticking around with me till the end. And yeah, if you liked it, please hit that thumbs up for me. And or subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hey, you guys have a good rest of your day. And of course, we'll catch you next time.